Yeah. Buffalo Fanatics. It's Don Brown. Yeah. I'm a fanatic, I'm a Buffalo fanatic, play good, be humble, number 17 the captain. I'm a Buffalo fanatic, 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 just like Rico, going live, talking to my people, cause the team's driven like West Hurt, other teams can't, it's a repo, the opponents gotta call up Triple O, Bills Mafia, we heating up, we too electrical, we got Bean the plug, electric show, we wired up, hit up Rico, he fired up, we know where we stand on the power ranking, other teams fans in the comments hating, we block them all, we protecting Josh, salute to him, he the general now, Rico got legends for interviews, how the Buffalo Bills got the best fan base, away games, red, white, blue in the crowd, I'm a Buffalo fanatic, play good, be humble, number 17 the captain, I'm a Buffalo fanatic, I'm a Buffalo fanatic, I'm a Buffalo fanatic, I'm a Buffalo fanatic, I'm a Buffalo fanatic.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, and I'm back at it again. Welcome to another edition of the Rico Report, brought to you by one and only Buffalo Fanatics. Let's go, folks. What's happening today? Woo! Tuesday after a loss. It wasn't a good one. I'll tell you that much. It was not a good loss. It was one of those. I mean, listen, we took our second loss, and let's put it this way. Let's be real with us. Let's be real with ourselves. When we lost to Miami Dolphins, we knew, we lost this one, but like we knew we could have won. I mean, I want to rehash things, but we just knew. The gut inside us knew, like, we lost that one, but we know what's up. We'll see y'all again. This loss was different. This loss was, we couldn't counterpunch. And every time we tried to counterpunch, we missed, right? So they'd hit us, boom, we try to counterpunch, we'd miss. And it was like that the whole night. And then we went for the big haymaker, and we missed, right? The last second, it's the 12th round, and we trying to, we're trying to go toe for toe, and we just couldn't land the big punch for us to, at least show the judges that, okay, you really got to pay attention. And listen, man, it was tough. You got to give credit to the Jets. The Jets had a solid game plan, and they executed. That was the difference. Execution. We didn't execute. They did. And they executed in the departments that matter, right? The trenches. Their defensive line got after us. Quentin Williams had a great game. Quentin Williams was a problem for our interior linemen. He walked Mitch Morse back on a play, and I was like, holy, okay, we got to buckle up. And that happens. It's just what it is. It just happens, and you just got to get over it. You know what I'm saying? And these guys got to, get back to the film and say, okay, this is where we need to friggin' buck up, because when the film is out, the film is out. And I think it was Keyshawn Johnson talking, and he kept on mentioning about the book is out on the Bills, right? And it's a copycat league, and when one team sees it, a second team sees it, the whole league sees it, and they'll go off of that. So it all comes down to the adjustments that Coach McDermott, Leslie Frazier will make in the ensuing games coming up. Now, I want to double back on the book is out, because that's the chatter going on. The book is out on the Bills. Packers started it, and I noticed it in the Packers game. And I'm like, I have to for those that are tuning in for the first time, welcome. Smash that like while you guys are in here. If you guys know the drill. Smash that like while you guys are in here. Let's keep moving, right? Started off in the Packers game. We scored 3 points in the second half. They made major adjustments, and because we got up on them so well and so much the first half, and Aaron Rodgers is just a hot mess in Green Bay, they just weren't able to put things together offensively, and our defense is damn good. So you gotta really bring it if you're gonna really put some points on our defense, because they're that good. Offensively, though, we struggled, and they found out why, right? Bracket, double team Stephon Diggs, and put your number one guy on our number two receiver. And now make Josh Allen work. You know he's going to do what he does, but make him work. The Jets made Josh Allen work. They made that brother work. And he had some really good plays. Don't get me wrong. Josh had some really good plays, but at the end of the day, he was running and gunning for his life, man. Jermaine Johnson was on his ass, man. They played Jermaine Johnson almost like a defensive end spy-ish on him, right? And when you have an athletic beast like Jermaine Johnson and just getting after him, I mean, I remember Josh was on the rollout like he routinely does. And Jermaine was on his ass and just tripped him up. And I was like, damn, okay, these guys are ready to play. So the book is out. Now, back to the book being out. It's our job. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to make an analogy on the fly here. Change the freaking library. You know what I'm saying? Change the library. Because right now, the book is out and they know where to go. They know where to go and get the book. So either we rewrite the book, change libraries, do all of that. Because if we let teams keep, you know what I'm saying, signing out that book and reading up on us and we make no adjustments, it's going to be a long end of the season. And not to mention Josh Allen getting nicked up. Who knows how serious it is? There hasn't been any official word. He says he said he was fine. Nobody's really saying much. There are rumors that he could be out quite some time. And maybe he's back next week. Nobody knows anything. Everybody's mum. He was supposed to have a show with Kyle Brandt today. He got pushed back. Who knows? Now, I've got so much to say. I've got so much to say about this team and how we did against the Jets. And the Jets is a great example because they executed the game plan and they stuck to it. They stuck to it, and we didn't really have any adjustments, like I said, counterpunch. The Jets, and they had two good corners. And that's the thing that's going to challenge us. Right? We have a really an elite receiver in Stephon Diggs. You've got to do a whole lot to get him out of his game. He's still going to eat no matter what. But I can't say that for the rest of the guys. You guys got to, Isaiah McKenzie was non-existent. Gabe Davis, non-existent. Dawson Knox, I didn't hear from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was nobody else to really step their game up. Who do we blame for that? I don't want to say blame, but like who's to take accountability for that, right? And as a Bills fan, as a content creator, if you will, I mean, we got to kind of look back and see, like, if I'm the other team, like, what's so special about these Bills? I think our team is amazing. I think our team is fantastic. We're gonna take some L's like this. I mean, we're 6-2, crying out loud. It's 2 losses. But that loss does feel like we lost like 3 games. It feels like it because not only did we lose the way we lost, where we kind of got dominated in the trenches and we didn't really have any answers. We couldn't run the damn ball whatsoever. I mean, we didn't 8 carries for Singletary, 4 carries for James Cook. That was it. 9 carries for Josh Allen. But like, it felt like an awful loss losing to the Jets because it's the Jets, number one. They're in the division, and now we're 0-2. It's just glaring. Those 2 losses, they come from the AFC East. And by the way, shout out to the AFC East because every team in that AFC East has a winning record. We used to be one of the worst divisions of football. Now, arguably, we're probably one of the best. Probably one of the best in the football. AFC North has always been a tough division. NFC West always been a tough division. Golly, man, the AFC East is back to it. It's back to it. But it just felt like a big loss. I that feeling sticks with me, and I don't like it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like this feeling. And now we're going into a game against a fraudulent Vikings team, in my opinion. Every win that they have come from, like, I mean, close, but sometimes you got to win the close ones. It doesn't matter how you win it, you got to win it. And the record says it. What are they, 7-1? So this is a very good test for us coming up. Now, my thoughts on this whole game. And I mean, I didn't take any notes today. I just wanted to freestyle a little bit. All right. My thoughts on this game, man. Let's roll with let's talk about the offense, because that's where we had some issues, right? We're one of the best offenses in the game, and then we get stifled to 17 points. It's not like us. We're better than that. Josh Allen scored no passing touchdowns, 2 running touchdowns. But I feel like we live and die with Josh Allen. And it's true. We do live and die with Josh Allen. He's the guy on the squad. But must we live and die with Josh Allen? It's a team game, right? We can't just live through this man. And if he has a horrible game, we don't win. There's sometimes where Josh has to have a horrible game where somebody else has to step up and carry the burden. Would you guys not agree? Right? If Kobe's having an awful game, if Kawhi Leonard was having an awful game, if you know what I'm saying, if Shaq was having an awful game, somebody else had to step up and pick it up. Right? Somebody has to make plays. When you looked for someone to make a play for us, if Josh Allen wasn't doing it, we didn't have any. So, like, where's the blame go? Are you looking at offense coordinator, Ken Dorsey? Do we look his way and say, fam, you gotta switch things up? Is it on Josh Allen? Trust your guys. I remember mentioning this last year. Whenever there was a read option, right? Give it to the running back. Is most times what most we would say. Give it to the running back. If you're freaking Kirk Cousins and you're running a read option, nobody's thinking Kirk Cousins going to take the rock. No way. You know he's giving it to the RB. With Josh Allen, because he's such an effective runner, it's advantageous to actually give it up to the runner, because now they don't know what's going on. You could actually go like Lamar Jackson. The success that Baltimore Ravens have in running the rock is because he's so dangerous. He gives it up, and Kenyon Drake had nearly 100 yards yesterday because they're so fearful of what Lamar Jackson can do. Josh Allen, on the other hand, will keep it. He's the guy that will keep the football. Trust your guys. And I've said this last year, and I'm saying it again. Trust your guys, because you can't do it all the time by yourself, Josh. You are that dude. You are a freaking specimen. But man, we're about to find out, because right now you're nicked up. And here's the frustrating part. Let's just say, and I hope it doesn't happen, but let's just say we're going to talk about he's injured. He might miss some time. Might be, McDermott might say, you know what, just to be on the safe side, yo, you're going to have to sit this one out, big fella. You might have to sit 2 out. I don't know. We don't know yet. Apparently, Stephon Diggs just tweeted rejoice, right? Now, it could be subliminal for something else, or it could be right directly that, whew, thank goodness, it's not a big deal. We got our guy for this week. Who knows? Let's just say we don't have Josh Allen for this game. Case Keenum takes the start. Are you guys comfortable? Heck no, we're not comfortable. I ain't comfortable. Hell no. Like, he's going to have to, like, he's been doing all these impersonations during offseason. You better do the best impersonation of Josh Allen that you can. Pull out the bag, go deep into the bag, and just be the best you can of Josh Allen. That's what we're going to hope for if he's in the game. But are y'all prepared for life with Case Keenum? Because I guarantee you ain't going to have the same offense. And this is where the frustration will lie. Because I guarantee you, if Case Keenum is in this game, he has to play this game, we ain't going to be throwing the rock as often as we do with Josh Allen. We're going to what? Lean on the run game. Because we won't have a choice. Because I'm not saying we don't trust Case Keenum. Case Keenum is just not Josh Allen. So we're going to trust the run game. All of a sudden, we might learn how to run the freaking rock. Oh my goodness, we're actually good at running it. Why haven't we been doing it? Because we live too much through Josh Allen. So the point I'm trying to make is Josh Allen's going to have to, whether it's a conversation with Ken Dorsey or Ken Dorsey has to change things up, I feel, in my opinion, that we've got to be more balanced. We are so unbalanced of a team. It's like if we can't do the thing that we do the best, which is the strongest thing, is throwing the rock, we struggle. You saw it firsthand in this Jets game. we struggled. We could not run the rock. Or we just flat out just abandoned it. And Josh getting hurt has nothing to do with him running the rock, by the way, because that's not where he got hurt. He got hurt in the pocket trying to make a play. So it's not like, oh, he needs to start running. It's not necessarily that. It's just like, take the load off of our quarterback so we can. What is wrong with Josh throwing for 198 yards, 2 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and the offensive line plays well because our run game goes for 180 yards rushing, and we win? Nothing wrong with that. In fact, I would embrace that, because we already know what Josh Allen can do. But once we start getting these teams off their heels and knowing that we can be a balanced team, that we can run the ball, and you're going to have to be shook of what we have in the backfield, we become more balanced. And now you don't know how to play us. Right now, we've got 2 teams that have played us pretty decent, at least the last 6 quarters. And we need to change things up. Now I'm gonna get back into our point, but I got super chats coming in. I'm really late on the chat because I haven't scrolled down. But Logan came in with a super chat and says, "Hey, Vikings game will be my first in the stands. Josh, the howitzer Allen returns. We prove who we are and prove who the Vikings aren't." Well, we just better hope that Josh Allen does play. And if you guys, I haven't seen anything yet to indicate that he is. Everybody's just nobody's saying a word. But it's not looking good. It doesn't look good because they're talking about the UCL and that potentially could be like a 4 to 6 week injury. Does he need surgery? There's a whole bunch of things going on right now. In my opinion, he's probably nicked up, but I feel like his ego is more bruised than his elbow, because I feel like he's such a competitive freaking quarterback, and the way we lost that game, and we just didn't make enough plays, it's like it's eating him. So I think he's more hurt the fact that we lost this game than his arm. He's like, "Yo, I'm good, man. Just ice that thing up and let's get out of here. Let's do this." But he's such a competitor that I feel like he's taking that. Now, you got to give it to him in a way where, hey, that's on me. You know what I'm saying? The leader of your team, that's on me, fellas. We lost because of me. I didn't play well. I mean, he straight out said it. You won't win any games in the league when your quarterback plays like shit. He knew it. We don't have to, you know what I'm saying, repeat it and lament on it. He knew. We all knew. He didn't play well. Just over 50%. 2 abysmal interceptions. Like, we can't give the ball up. And that's another thing, man. The turnovers that Josh Allen threw were so uncharacteristic. Just uncharacteristic. Like, he had the one throw, like, I mean, he's rolling out. We're in the red zone. And this is the one thing that I said a couple weeks back, right? We cannot go into a red zone situation and give the ball up in the red zone where we need to score, where we have not been strong in that department. And on top of that, like, I get it. If we don't come away with 7, we come away with 3. On the flip side, we give the ball up, so we don't even get 7 or 3. That cannot happen. And that's where he knows he's effed up. And it blows, man, because, like, we're a better team than we displayed on Sunday. Oh my goodness, are we a better team? We're a much better team. And we let the Jets O-line push us all the way around. We let the defensive front bully us in the trenches. David Questenberry had an off game. He had some good moments. He had some awful moments. We had a terrible holding call on a crucial play to Deion Dawkins. First down throw to Stephon Diggs, toe tap, first down. We got the ball. We're going to keep it moving. Holding 73. Come on, man. Jeff King comes in and says, "Hey, there's no sugarcoating, man. He sucked that game. Stupid passes, not 50-50s, just stupid passes. You damn right. You damn right." All right, we're gonna get into a few things because I mean I gotta work tonight, but I can't stay too long. But I need to get this shit off my chest, man, because, like, this we can't We can't play like this, man. We can't play like this. And like, if we think that we're going to be a team that can just walk on the field and just wax a team and get off, yo, y'all got another thing coming. This is when football matters. November, December football. You start to separate yourselves. And I'm talking as if we're doomed. Like we're on a 5-game losing streak like the freaking Green Bay Packers. We are not in that state. We are not in that state. But the last 2 games is tough because that's it's a what have you done for me lately league. And lately, the last 6 quarters, we've looked like garbage. And that's what we have. That's what we have. And it's not a great feeling. But I got more to get off my chest, man. This offense, man, it's got the potential to be so damn good. But when you take away, and that's what good defenses do, take away your best player, others have to step up. And all offseason, we've been hearing about this offense and how good it's going to be, and y'all better watch out, and all of this great things. Here's the problem, though. People didn't show up yesterday. Nobody showed up yesterday. On Sunday. Not our quarterback, not our number 2 receiver. The only person that showed up was Stephon Diggs. And then he didn't show up in the second half. So the milk carton candidate, I was specifically going to put it on someone, but I'm putting it on the whole freaking offense. And that includes our offensive coordinator, Ken Dorsey. You have to figure out a way to spread the ball and get everybody some love. Find a new philosophy. I don't want to say new philosophy per se, but like start to put the onus and trust in other guys for them to make plays. Too much of it falls on Josh Allen to make the play. Josh Allen runs for 15 yards. Josh Allen throws for a big bomb. Josh Allen 3rd and 1. Josh Allen this, Josh Allen that. It is great when it's working, but when they figure it out, we continue to go to it. 2nd-round draft pick, James Cook. We got a 3rd-round draft pick from 4 years back in Devin Singletary that's having almost 5 yards a pop. And we keep talking about how great he's doing this year, but yet we don't utilize him. You take away Josh Allen in the run game, we're a mediocre at best run team. At best. And I say that strong. At best, we're mediocre. We got to start establishing something. We got to start committing to something, man. Because you saw firsthand what it looks like when somebody takes that shit away. And we gotta face the Jets again. We gotta face Miami again. We still gotta face New England with Bill Belichick. And Bill Belichick is watching. Bill Belichick is watching, people. And they have a run game as well. Bruiser backs down there. So I'm just saying, we got to get it together. Now, furthermore, where the hell was Gabe Davis? Where the hell was Gabe Davis? I can't understand where the hell that brother was, man. Where the hell was he last week? And where the hell was he the week before? My man, I remember, you guys remember him when it was a few weeks back and he was talking about how Stephon Diggs is him. I'm him too, he said. But he's him. But I'm him too. Where the hell are you him? Where did you include yourself in the him part? You ain't him. Because if you were him or a semblance of him, you bring this thing down. You catch that thing. Josh Allen threw you a 70-yard in the air bomb. And you let that shit fall right through the basket. If you are him, you bring that shit down. Now, did it have to come to a last-minute freaking second play like that? You never really want it to be that way. But it was. And Josh Allen with a bummed elbow made the throw on the rope in the bucket. Drop it in a bucket. Drop. Where the hell's our number 2 receiver, man? Where the hell's our slot receiver? You can't depend on Isaiah McKenzie. You're trying to, non-existent. Can't depend on receiver number 2 because it took his ass away. Where's Dawson Knox? Where's Dawson Knox? Yo, where was the offense's game, man? Golly. I mean, the Jets are good, but they're not amazing. They're not amazing. Man, we got to make some changes, baby. Hey, Zay, we love you. You're our dude. But it comes to time where now somebody's got to step up and make some plays, man. Because Josh Allen didn't even look your way to make a play. There comes that trust factor, and we need trust. We need that, man. Nyheim Hines, I'm hoping that they implement you in the game plan and we get you going. We need a spark. We need a freaking spark because you saw what it looked like. Because when they took away Stephon Diggs, which is the elite of all elite receivers out here, nobody else stepped up. And it all is on Josh Allen because guess what? Josh Allen turns into 2019 Josh Allen, where he doesn't trust anybody, and then he starts doing what? Erratic Josh, right? Scrambling, running for first downs. Yo, let's bring it back, Ken Dorsey. Now, here's my beef with Ken Dorsey, and I like Ken Dorsey. I think he's doing a phenomenal job this year. But sometimes, and I may be alone in this thought process, so y'all ain't got to agree with me. I may be alone in this thought process, but Ken Dorsey has to, like, I get it. It's your first year as the offensive coordinator. And I get it. You're a fiery guy. And I don't know what it's like in the locker room. I mean, how you talk to your players, like, you know what I'm saying? I hear about it, that you're a fiery guy. But are you the type that's gonna cuss out Josh Allen? Are you? Are you actually gonna tell me, what the fuck was that, man? What are you saying? Like, what are you doing? Like, how did you throw that interception to Whitehead? Throw it a giveaway. Now they make adjustments. They're playing man-to-man in the first half. They make adjustments, and now 2 high safeties, right? 2 safeties that cover 2. You mean corners playing a little shallow. You got a safety over top. So now use the middle of the field. You didn't even bother going to the middle of the field. No trust. I understand it. CJ Mosley's cool. He nice. You know what I'm saying? Well, come on, fam. We abandon the middle. And then you throw a interception to freaking Sauce Gardner. Like, he didn't make. I didn't see him. Huh? Man. I'm still kind of heated over this game, man. I'm heated. I'm still heated on this game because, like, we're so much better. So here comes the Ken Dorsey thing. I think he's done a great job, but there is a but. When you're looking at this, like, I'll use this. If Bruce Arians were our offensive coordinator or head coach, he will cuss your ass out, and if he won't abandon the run, like he will continue to try to establish something. But like we depend on Josh to do freaking everything. Where it's like I would love to sit there and candidly ask these players, yo, like, do you feel like he's running too much through Josh? Like, don't y'all want to be part of the offense and get going or something? It just pisses me off, man. Like, shit. Let's establish something. There's an identity more so than living through Josh Allen. He's freaking phenomenal. He's great, but man, you're gonna have to say, yo, let's try to do this. Let's try to do that. I don't know what's going on. I hope they change things up. But my goodness. Now, let me pull back because it's not all doom and gloom. There is a silver lining in this because we need losses like this for us to bounce back. We do. We need losses like this for us to bounce back. And don't get me wrong, our defense played well enough to get the ball back. Von Miller did his job. We needed a closer. We needed a guy to make a difference. What does he do? Comes around the bend, takes the ball back, and says, here you go, offense. Do what you do. We're playing without Jordan Poyer. We're playing without Matt Milano, and it's going to happen. We don't need, it's not like we lost because we didn't have those two. Would they have made a difference? Of course they would have. But we were still in the game. We kept these guys to 20 points. We usually keep guys to 14. But when we give the ball away twice, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. Freaking 2 turnovers killed us. Those 2 turnovers were terrible. I can't get over it, man. And the fact that we're turning the ball over, we can't run the football. Like, come on, man. Are we going to make some adjustments or what? Because the next few teams that we playing, they run the football. They will run the football. And if they're taking a page from the book of beating the Bills, there is a formula to try to beat us. So it is our job, coaching, to fix that issue quickly. Because it ain't looking good, people. It ain't looking good. And if Odell Beckham is freaking ready, put ink to paper, write the F now, and let him rehab with our med team and ready to go. Fam. Those 2 turnovers I can't get over. I really can't, man. He donated one to Jair Alexander last week. He donates one to freaking Whitehead, and he donates one to freaking Sauce Gardner. Jeez, man. You got Nick Chubb coming up. You got Dalvin Cook coming up. Who else we got coming up? I wrote down. We got Nick Cook. We got Swift and them boys with the Lions. And I mean, the Lions are the Lions, so I get it. And then you got Ramondre Stevens coming up with the Pats. And then we're back to the Jets and then the Dolphins. We thought the first 7 games were going to be a tough one. And they were. We beat some good teams. But these teams, the Vikes, 7-1. The Browns are a tough team, and they're going to be, they don't have Deshaun Watson yet. I think they get him the week after. But they run the ball well. We've been relatively great at stopping the run, but my goodness, man, the last 2 games, it's not looking good, fellas. We got to get it together. We got to get it together. Now, here's the silver lining in this whole situation. Silver lining in this whole situation is this. If Josh, because right now we don't know what's going on with Josh. We have absolutely no idea. Either he's out long term or he's not, and he's going to be playing next week. Who knows? Until we know, we don't know. Okay? Let's just say we don't know. And from what people are talking about, he might be out. So let's just say he's out. We got to deal with Case Keenum. If I'm like you guys, and you guys are like me, and you saw what Case Keenum put on this offseason and what he looked like in the preseason and what he looks like when Josh took 4th quarters off and let Case Keenum come in the game, it didn't look good. It did not look good. Now, the last time Josh got hurt like this was, I think, his rookie season. Yes, it was his rookie season, and he got banged up, and he had to miss a few games. He had Derek Anderson as his backup quarterback / mentor, and when he missed that time, he came back better than ever. He came back with a refocused. He came back like he learned something when he took time off, and he was such a better player going forward. He was a little more poised, right? So sometimes he needed that heat. In that moment, he needed that time as a rookie to sit behind and learn and see what he's doing wrong. Sometimes he may need that. So if this is a long-term injury, might be time for him to rein it back, go back and go to basics and make sure that, we're back on top of things. But man, it's tough. It's really tough to sit here and evaluate this game and see and just see how we lost. But man, that kills you. So then I'm like, okay, there must have been some good things in this game. So this is where you guys come in. We're going to go into the good, the bad, the ugly of this game. Here's the deal. Here's the good, the defense. The defense, although we had some moments where we gave up some plays, relatively, we were a good defense, man. We bent a lot. We made plays. We took the ball away. You know what I'm saying? And we made them earn everything. We made them. We just didn't let them just do what they wanted. Now, we did have a stretch in the 3rd quarter or the 4th quarter where we pinned them down deep and they just ran the freaking ball and they kept them going and they didn't stop. And we couldn't stop it. And there were big chunk yards. 8 plays, 8 yards, 9 yards. There's a 13-yard gain. There's a 7-yard gain. Dude, 6 yards a pop for Michael Carter. That shit hurt, man. Jaquan Johnson, I don't know what Jaquan Johnson was thinking, and I got to say this because we're talking about how the defense at moments were good in this, but the Jaquan Johnson misses a tackle. You know what? Because it wasn't very much good. Let me just finish with the good before I get into all that, right? And y'all can help me. Y'all can help me if you want to, right? Sam said our punter had a fantastic punt where he pins them deep. Good job, man. Good job on my man. Like, that was a good point. We're like, okay, that gave me some breathing room. That gave us breathing room. Okay, let's pin them and let's get the ball back and let's go. And here's furthermore, the defense did their job. We gave Josh Allen the ball back with a minute 43 seconds. That's enough time. You know what I was thinking? If the Chiefs gave Pat Mahomes the ball back, Pat would deliver. Guess what? The Chiefs gave Pat Mahomes the ball back in their recent game on Monday night or Sunday night, and they delivered. They went to OT, but it got the ball back, and they delivered. Defense did the same thing for us, delivered. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep going with the good. First half, when Josh couldn't find anything, he took advantage of them playing man-to-man. They turned their back. Josh was gone. When they noticed that, they're like, we're going to make some adjustments. Josh couldn't do the things he was doing in the second half because they played now that cover 2, everything in front of me. Let me see what's going on. No man-to-man. Because he will carve you up man-to-man. If it's not passing the football, which he did in the first half, and if you turn your back, he will run on your ass. So good read, good awareness by Josh to see what the hell they were doing. I can't say there was much more good in this game. You know what? There was. Damar Hamlin had a solid game. Damar Hamlin showed us that it could be a Micah Hyde, Damar Hamlin, you know what I'm saying, backfield next year. He got in on some pass plays. I think he even had a sack in this game. Like, he was everywhere. He had a solid game. You got to give it to him. He had a solid game. Shout out to Damar Hamlin. That might be your tandem next year. Hamlin Hyde. Von Miller. To the offense. That's it, man. That's it. I didn't see anything else good. Did you guys see anything good? Talk to me. Because I didn't. Offensive line was, let me just get right into it. Let me get into it, man. Offensive line was bad. We couldn't run the ball. Run game was terrible. We couldn't do shit. Gabe Davis was awful. Dawson Knox was nowhere to be found. McKenzie nowhere to be found. No impact. Like, Josh Allen, bad. Just Josh Allen that's the worst is that the worst I've seen him play? It's one of the worst I've seen Josh Allen play. Just bad decision making, taking terrible sacks. Just not good. Just not good. Help me out. Am I missing anything? Jaquan Johnson. I've never seen such a thing. You going to tackle a guy that's known for making people miss. And Michael Carter, he makes it to the sideline. You are there. Instead of you going low, you go high and try to tackle him from his shoulder pads. Are you insane? He's going to just shake your ass off. He's going to Taylor Swift your ass and go up the sideline for 18. That killed us. That was a killer. What the hell was that? Golly, man. That was tough, man. That was tough. That was tough to watch. O-line we couldn't handle the Jets. We couldn't establish anything. Josh Allen was uncomfortable in the pocket. He was uncomfortable. Uncomfortable in the pocket, and when he rolled out, they had some beast. They had some athletic guys to really force him to make a quick decision. Just not good, man. Ken Dorsey, no adjustments. Like, No wrinkles, nothing to try to look, check this out. Matt LaFleur, he could have sat in a position and when we played the Packers and just threw the rock and just threw it. And let's try to dig ourselves out of this and let's throw the rock. Nope. You know what? He made adjustments. He says, you know what? I exploit something. I see something. Let's run the rock. And guess what? 200 yards of rushing. They lost the game still. But the fact of the matter is they ran the rock because they just weren't effective throwing the rock. So we're going to have to run it. And run it they did. And they did it well. So we weren't really being effective throwing the rock in the second half. You think we kind of go back and try to control ourselves and control the clock and run the football and try to, especially because we were up. Terrible. It's disappointing, man. It really is, man. Like we had no business losing that game. But we also didn't deserve it. We didn't deserve it. If we won that game, I would have we won it, but we did not deserve that win. I just can't. I just can't understand it, man. Jeff King comes in and says, can't imagine why the defense was gassed. Come on, false completely on the O. They played like shit, and Davis better stop believing his own press when he's dropping 70-yard bombs into that his chest. You damn right. You damn right. And I'm going to show it again. Right in the bucket. Right in the bucket. Fam. Josh Allen dropped that shit right in the bucket. That shit hit him at the top of 13 and down to the bottom and hit his belly. Are the Bills too cocky? Are we too arrogant? Did we think that we could just walk in and just handle business? You know what I did notice? Matt Milano being out made a difference. It didn't make the difference, but it made a difference. That tandem of Matt Milano and Tremaine Edmonds is elite. The Terrell Bernard slash Edmonds, not elite. It's just tough, man. And that O-line is not great. That they're missing some guys. They're missing Becton. They're missing Vera Tucker. And they did what they did to us? Nah, fam. They're not even healthy on the O-line, and they did what they did to us. Gut check. We need to check ourselves, man. And we're going up against a Vikings team that is a decent team. They got a good little backfield. They got good linemen on their team, defensive linemen. Yo, we gotta check ourselves, man. Kirk Cousins out here wearing chains, looking jacked up. Yo, what's up with Kirk, man? Anyway, it's a tough loss, man. It's a tough loss. You know what? Cole Ferreira says Edmonds equals bland. That game, very bland. Very bland. Like, I didn't really hear much of Edmonds. You know what I mean? Like, he hit from a game that he had 16 tackles. Like, I think he had like 16 tackles, was it? Let me go back and see it because I think that was the Packers game. And he was sideline to sideline. I actually enjoyed what he was doing that game. Sideline to freaking sideline. He had 11 tackles, 3 solo this game. Damar Hamlin, 12 tackles, 8 solo, 1 sack, tackle for loss, QB hit. Damar Hamlin was doing it, man. Zach Wilson, I'm not a big fan of Zach Wilson, but Zach Wilson and Garrett Wilson, the Wilson brothers, they did it to us. Oh, you want to talk about something else? Where the hell is Kaiir Elam? Here's the killer part, and I don't think anybody's talking about it, but Kaiir Elam's strength is man-to-man. That's his strength. And he did a lot of man-to-man with Garrett Wilson. And Garrett Wilson targeted 9 times, caught 8 of his footballs. Garrett Wilson was the only receiver that was able to do anything in that game because nobody else did anything for the Jets. It was all Garrett Wilson. The next best receiver was CJ Uzomah with 3 receptions. And one of them should have been freaking intercepted, but 50-50 balls go to the offense. That would have been a nice, costly interception that we could have took back and did some things. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. The Jets came in, they handled their business, and told us to get the fuck out of New Jersey. And we put our tails between our freaking legs and kept it moving. But Kai Elam got handled, man. And I've been telling y'all, I'm like, fam, Kyer has some games where he's looking good, and he's got some games where, like, fam, man. But I get it. He's a rookie. He's going to learn. Like, golly, that shit killed us, man. Now, the one thing that we could take from this is Tre'Davious White is on the men to return. Now, whether he returns next week to face Justin Jefferson or Adam Thielen, who knows? Does he come back the following week to face the Browns? Who knows? But here's what I do know. We need to step our game up because we got some dogs coming our way. And once we hit the playoffs, man, that's a whole other ball game. So this is one of those games where you want to learn from it as much as you can and then burn the film. Learn as much as you can from it and burn the film. And, like, I don't want to talk about this game no more, man. Shit it's a piss off. We played like dog shit the whole game. Like, we were dog shit. Saron Neal, they continue to put Saron Neal in there, just getting torched. Like, man. Special teams, fantastic. In coverage, not so much. Oh, boy. Hey, win some and we lose some. Win some and we lose some. That's just the nature of the game. But this one was a terrible loss. It was a nasty loss. I did not like this loss whatsoever. Not a fan. I'm scrolling back because I had some super chats and I don't want to miss those super chats. So let me scroll on back. And sometimes when I get into my bag, I start talking and I start going, right? My man Silas Whittle comes in with a super chat. Says, hey, Josh has been horrible. We gave away the cushion we had in the AFC and we're barely holding on to the division. Jaquan Johnson is not a good football player. Bernard was a bad pick. We should side Abram. Well, I will say this, man. People were praising Terrell Bernard. I mean, we questioned the Terrell Bernard drafting in the first place. And then we saw what he was able to do in the offseason. He looked good. I'm not going to hate on that. He did look good. But that pairing, it was a tough one. That's a tough one. But he's a rookie. These are rookies. They're getting their feet wet. They're getting their feet wet. Buddy should have had 7 right off the jump. We were given a gift with a squib kick and squandered it. Disgusting. I'm sick of hearing about the D. They can only do so much. It's a team game, baby. It's a team game, and our departments weren't clicking. And that's gonna happen, man. And you need moments like this to get your act together. Shit, we play like dog shit, man. So we gotta get it. We gotta go back to the drawing board and figure things out. You need to go back and be like, all right, fuck, we got to change things up. My man James comes in with a super chat and says, hey, this was primarily on Dorsey. We got the players on offense. We do, but if we don't execute, if Dorsey says do this play and Josh Allen sits there and says and pulls a Willie Beeman and says check, 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 Omaha, Omaha, and changes the play, that ain't on Dorsey now. That's on Josh. You mean? I'm just saying, man. The last 3 weeks was Kyer. The last 3 weeks, Kyer has been getting cooked by all rookie receivers. Johnson and Bernard were so bad, I thought they were shaving points. Yo, Silas, you a fool, man. Yo, we just didn't have a good game. We just chalk it up to not having a good game. It was a horrible game, period. Like, I could go to ugly, but the whole game was ugly. I should have just scrapped that and just went straight from here are the little things that we did good. Here's the rest of the game. Ugly. Because it was ugly. Sonny Lamar, what's up, Sonny? Sonny says, yo, hi from all the way from Alaska. What's up, Sonny? I'd start Rhodes over Elam. I don't know about all that. I mean, I don't know if we want to change things up because you need him to get his experience. Because you'd be doing him a disservice by having him play in the game and play all season to just sitting him and putting Xavier Rhodes in. Who knows if Xavier Rhodes is going to be any better. And Xavier Rhodes is on the practice squad. So who knows? Now, I kind of want to take take calls. I don't normally do it on a Tuesday because I can't stay on too long, but I do want to hear from you guys. But I think I might. I was gonna wait till Friday because Fridays is normally when I do it. I think I'm gonna stick to that because I'm just sitting here just curious, and I'd love to hear what Johnny Blaze has to say, because Johnny Blaze is here talking shit, and he always does talk shit, but I love it nonetheless. He says Rico's a hypocrite. I would love to hear your thoughts, Johnny, on how I'm a hypocrite. Talk about it. I love it. So get on your little keyboard, type away, and let me hear what you got. I'm curious. I really am. I'm really curious. Somebody say, "Yo, Rico, take calls, man." Yo, I can't because I got to work tonight, man. And when I get into my bag, I don't want to cut you guys off. I want to give you all the time. I want to give you all the time to talk. Yo, I'm calling right now, man. I want to give you all the time to talk about it, but I won't be able to. I won't be able to. My man said, "Yo, one comment below." He says, "Genius." I love this guy. Johnny Blaze is cool. I like Johnny Blaze. Let's see what Johnny Blaze got to say. Because Johnny talking big shit. Big shit, Johnny. Let's see what Johnny got to say. So Elam needs playing time to gain experience, but Cook needs to ride the bench and learn from sitting. Johnny. So Elam plays corner. Elam, they play, if you look at the snap counts, which I bet you don't. So Elam, those are the corner position is the position that you just can't say, "Hey, I need a breather. I need to go off and go sit on the sideline." Corners don't. And you invest a first round draft pick in a corner. It's one of the toughest positions to play. So if you sit a corner in the toughest position to play, dude, you need to make him gain experience. And you're comparing a first round corner that we drafted to a second round draft pick RB, when RB people talk about how it's a dime a dozen. RB is a position where you can plug and play. So Elam needs to sit, needs to play time, he needs to get experience, but Cook needs to ride the bench and learn from sitting. If he can't outplay Devin Singletary, why the hell am I going to put him on the field? If he was doing that, we wouldn't be talking about this. Do you see Kenneth Walker sitting, riding pine? Because the last time I checked, when Penny was in, he was still getting playing time and doing well. Breece Hall went from splitting time with Michael Carter to taking full carries because he's that dude. Johnny Blaze, I'm not gonna blast you like that, because you just poor soul of yours. You just don't know. Genius. John, you gotta love the trolls, man. I love it. I embrace it. You know what I'm saying? So gaining experience at the cornerback position, which, okay, here's one for you, Johnny. Where do you want the experience to go? Do you want it to go to the corner where you got to face guys like Justin Jefferson coming? Or you got to face guys like, I mean, if we were playing the Raiders, Devontae Adams? Where do you want the experience to go? You want it to go to the corner? Do you want to go to your second round draft pick, RB? Give it to the running back. Give him the... Boy, please, man. Johnny. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. That's you just can't. And furthermore, and then let me touch on a little bit more. When you look at I hope my thing, it almost went out. He's getting a little better. So the better he gets, the more he's going to get on there. But he's got to outplay Devin Singletary. And Devin Singletary has not relinquished it. Look what happened to Zach Moss. Zach Moss got himself played out because he couldn't get onto the field. It's just what it is. I'm mad at it, though. I've been on Cook's ass. And just like I was on Dawson Knox's ass a couple years back. Remember that? I was on Dawson Knox's ass like crazy until he started freaking get his act together. And now we love Dawson Knox, and he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's a little quiet right now, but obviously he's dealing with whatever he dealt with at the beginning of the season, and maybe that could be affecting him. Who knows? That I don't know. But it is what it is, man. We lost the game. We did not play well. It was absolutely ugly. We just need to freaking learn from it as much as we can and get the F on. we got to do better, man. We just got to, because we got some challenging games coming up ahead. The one thing I do know is that this game in itself that's coming up is one of those games where we're going to learn what this team is made of. We're going to learn what this team is made of. Are we going to fold like the Packers, going 0-5, or we step our game up and really show this league that this is a for real team? I got to take this call right now because I can't ignore this one. Let me see if I can, if Jeff can hear me. Jeff, can you hear me or not?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
There you go, buddy.
You got me?
I got you. Talk about it.
What's going on, man?
Say it with your chest.
Yeah, I'm saying it with my chest, man. This is what I don't understand. I don't understand what everybody's fucking shock and awe is about this, man. When you play like that, when you play like shit, okay, which we did, we played like complete shit. And all the fucking defense gave up this, the defense gave up that. People, fail to fucking realize we got a squib kick. And what was it? The 40 what? Correct me, man. 45, 46?
Give or take.
Give or take, something like that. Got down to the fucking red zone and then threw a shit-ass fucking pass, blind, into the arms of fucking whatever the fuck his name is.
Whitehead or Southpaw, whichever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
And then it happens again. And then you got fucking Gabe Davis dropping fucking dimes while he's wounded, which is probably what fucking wounded him even worse, was throwing that last fucking long ball that didn't get fucking caught because Gabe's still living off that fucking catch from fucking Pittsburgh. Listen, man, when you play like shit, this is what the fuck happens. This is what the fuck happens, okay? This is why I hate being the fucking everybody talking about, well, we're Super Bowl bound, MVP. Shut the fuck up with that shit. Shut up. It's a long fucking season. We're halfway to fuck through it. Shut the fuck up with your grandiose ideas, okay? Because any fucking team can beat us on any fucking given day. Indianapolis proved that against KC. Okay, look at them. Who they got fucking... Look at their new head coach. Are you fucking shitting me? People, relax, man. Fucking relax and get back to fucking reality. If you never played the game, then shut the fuck up. But on any given fucking day, if you play like shit, somebody can kick your fucking ass. And that's what happened to us. We got our asses kicked by an inferior fucking team, man. That's it.
That's facts. That's exactly, that's the thing, man. We gotta, Jeff, you've been in some fights, I'm sure, in your day. I'm not sure if you have, but if you have, there are fights that
you really got to ask me that question, brother.
That's why I said you may or may not. And I'm sure
go ahead, man. Go ahead.
There's fights that you've won, and there's fights that you straight up lost, and you fought like shit, and you took your L, wiped it up, and said, "All right, no mask, I'm done. I'll catch you on the flip side." This is one of those fights.
There's fights I've been in. I got knocked out with one fucking punch. I ain't gonna fucking lie, man.
You got dropped.
I got dropped with one fucking shot. But here's the bottom line: if you're not fucking ready for that, if you ever, how many times I don't know your background, but there's been several times I've walked out of a fucking bar room thinking I'm king shit.
Mm-hmm.
Go to square off with somebody, and guess what? I'm thinking I'm that. I'm not. I got dropped.
You got dropped.
That's how it works, man. If you're not prepared for your opponent, this is what the fuck happens. You get dropped. Guess what? We got fucking dropped Sunday. And you know what? It's on us.
Mm-hmm.
I just, everybody fuck, the anger and all this shit. Listen, they're the only ones who can fix this shit, not us. We can't do a fucking thing except bitch about it. They're the only motherfuckers. If they didn't learn from last year with 13 fucking seconds, I don't know what to fucking tell them, man. But you're setting yourself up for that same fucking scenario this year, man.
Well,
wake the fuck up. They need to wake the fuck up, man.
I'll say this, though. Better that it happens now, this middle of the season, then late in the season where we're like scratching our heads saying, yo, we're a playoff team and this is what's happening. Better that we knock it out now. And when we get ready for the playoffs, we're ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? So get it.
Oh, I agree with you, brother. The worst thing that could have happened to us was stomping the fuck out of LA and then stomping the fuck out of the Titans. That's the worst fucking thing that could have happened to us. Because the hype just continued. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Don't get me wrong. I love watching the games. I love watching it stomp the shit out of everybody. But we believed our own fucking hype. Again, Gabe Davis. Love the guy. Great pick. What was he? Fourth rounder? Fifth rounder?
The fourth rounder.
Great pickup.
Yep.
Fourth rounder?
Yep.
Great pickup for a fourth rounder. But busting his ass, all of a sudden he makes that one great play in Pittsburgh. You know, he's a fucking, what do I want to say? You know, he's the princess of the fucking ball, man.
What?
Yeah, he's a dude. He's on McAfee and every fucking thing else.
He's got to prove.
All of a sudden you're dropping dimes into your fucking arms, man. You struggle with what's his name from fucking Pittsburgh, wrestled it away from one of the greatest catches I ever seen. And the next 2 weeks you shit the fucking bed. It's called believing your own fucking press, man. Stop believing your own press. Same with the Bills. Stop believing your own press. Nothing's given to you, man.
Jeff, let me
you
ask you
earn it fucking all, man.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like this offense rides too much on Josh Allen? Or is it?
Are you fucking shitting me, man?
Are we rightfully so to ride everything on Josh Allen? Run the ball, throw the ball.
No, it ain't right. It's not fucking right, but that's what Dorsey does. He didn't adjust in that fucking game at all. None whatsoever. He put it all on fucking Josh. Josh will pull me out. You should have known by halftime, listen, we got a fucking game on our hands here, okay? We got a fucking game on our hands. We need to adjust this. No. What I feared the most is he got fucking hurt, which we've all feared the most.
Yep.
Because they don't adjust. And maybe you can explain this to me, Rico, not to keep you.
Yep.
Why in the fuck do we keep going away from the run game? When Singletary's, ripping off fucking yards, why do we keep going away from the run game? Somebody explain this to me.
I cannot.
Because everybody's down Singletary. He's not this fucking good, blah, blah, blah. He's not giving a fucking chance, man.
I don't get it myself. I've been asking for this since week 1, week 2. But the fact that we were passing the rock and we couldn't be stopped, how do you question it, right? But we need balance, and that was been.
You're questioning it fucking now, aren't we?
Oh, heck yeah, we are. I've been saying it. We are unbalanced. We need balance. Why don't we run the rock? No, we're airing.
And you're gonna get exploited.
There you go. You get 2 good corners.
And that's exactly what happens. You get fucking exploited, man.
You get 2 good corners on a team. You get a nice defensive scheme. Now you got yourself a ball game. Now we're playing chess. What do you got now? I just locked up your.
That's it.
I double teamed your best corner. I put my best corner on your number 2 receiver. Now what you got? Josh is scrambling now. He's all over the place and he can't get settled. And here we are.
That's it. Now he's going back to fucking, the fucking Houston fucking Texans game where we're throwing balls in the backyard. You know what I'm saying?
I totally get it.
I just, bro, it was just like, it was disgusting. Like, I couldn't believe what I was watching. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me, man. This is a New York Jets who we've been stomping the dog shit. And no disrespect to the Jets. They did a great job with their draft pool.
Absolutely.
Picked up some really great paid players. But in the same token, you're still the New York Jets, man. We've been pimp slapping the fuck out of you for years.
But here's the deal, Jeff. We've been pimp slapping them, but there comes a time when the hoe has enough of the pimp slapping them. They're like, enough already. You know what I'm saying? Now,
well, that's true, man. They go to a new pimp, then.
I've had enough of you pimp slap my ass all over the place. I got some reinforcements now, and they really did a great job in free agency. They did an excellent job drafting, and they got a coach that knows what he's doing, and it showed right then and there. Now, we didn't play well. That team we should have beaten. But
no, we suck, bro. We suck. But again,
that's a team
not to cut you off, but I still go back to the first play of the game. You got a golden opportunity to change the whole momentum of the game, man.
Wow, facts.
Right there, I knew I'm like, this is not going to be good, man.
Facts.
This is not going to be a good fucking game. And I knew it right there and then because normally that's him running the fucking ball in straight, stiff arming somebody. I was like, yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked.
It's a tough one, man. But we are where we are, friend. We are.
It was, brother. But you know what? It is what it is.
It is.
We can't change it. They're the only ones that can change it. And, hopefully Josh is healthy for Minnesota. And we move on from this, man. But I was not pleased, bro. I was not pleased.
Listen, we just got to get our shit together for the Vikes, man. We take on the Vikes and we beat the Vikes down. We're back into it. And that's going to be a tough one because the 6-2 Bills went up against 7-1 Vikings. It's a different ballgame now. Now, are we a better team? We'll soon find out because we're going to see how well we adjust. If we can adjust well enough and learn from our mistakes, we go back to being the Bills that people fear. But right now, Jets didn't fear us one bit. They didn't blink. Put it that way.
No, they didn't blink at all, bro. No, they didn't.
Jets didn't blink. But Jeff King, you are the man.
They stood toe to toe, bro.
Stood toe to toe. Jeff, you're the man.
All right, man. Listen, enjoy your night. Have a safe travel to work.
Sir.
Safe travel home, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
Give Cash a bear hug for me.
Oh, he's laying right next to me right now, brother.
All right, buddy.
Give Jen and the girls my best.
You got it, my man. That's my man. Jeff King in the building always comes through. My line is always going to be open for Jeff King, no matter what. That line's going to be open. So I got two people I got to talk to before I get out of here. Let me get my man, ROC. Are you ready? Because you don't have your photo up. So I don't know if you're ready or not. But if you just want to
go,
all good. What's good, man? Talk to me, man.
Man, I got a bone to pick with y'all boys, man, with the Bills.
Talk to me. Who's this? What's your name?
This is Rocco.
Rocco, what's happening, Rocco? Are you a
Bills fan, man? Yeah, man, I got a bone to pick with Dorsey, man. I don't know why the fuck he's fucking passing the ball 40 goddamn times a game. I mean, we need balance. Singletary, Jeff just alluded to it. I mean, Singletary's ripping off 5-6 yards a run, a pop, and then we're fucking throwing the ball. So I don't know why we don't stick to the run game, right? Let's be balanced. Let's stay mature here. Let's run the ball. Let's do screens. And also Isaiah McKenzie, your boy, Rico. I mean, what's going on with him?
Listen, the point is they're not looking McKenzie's way, and the reason that they don't, it's not because it's not good. It's just the trust is not there. They'd rather go to the Diggs and force it to Diggs and force it to Davis. But right now, you saw what Josh Allen had 18 completions last game, maybe even less. I'm not even sure. What was it? He had 18 completions. 5 of them went to Diggs, and the rest right out. 4 of them went to Devin Singletary. So there's 9 receptions right there. There's half the receptions go to Diggs and your running back in Devin Singletary, and then the rest were just spread out to.
And then when he throws it to fucking McKenzie, he drops the ball, fumbles. I mean, I don't know what's going on this year. I know he was in Miami with the restaurant. I don't know what his conditioning is like, but I mean, last year you look at that Patriots game. My boy McKenzie went off, Rico. I mean, he went off, and this year it's like a different McKenzie. I don't know what's going on in his headspace or what. And you got Gabe Davis fucking dropping 2 ball. That last throw with Josh, I know he was injured and all that. That was a 70-yard heave. Man, that was right. I don't know if you saw the replay. It's right in his goddamn chest. I mean, it's a hard play to make, right? But it's one, and there's one before that he dropped. And Gabe Davis, he'll have these. I love Gabe. I mean, Gabe is my boy. I love him. But I don't know where the production is going, why it's so inconsistent. It's just Diggs and Allen. We need to be more balanced.
That's exactly right, Rocco. You nailed it. We're not balanced, and we've been unbalanced since the beginning. That our strength is passing the football. We got Diggs, we got Davis, we got Dawson, we got all these weapons in the air, but it's cool. But they're gonna have their moments to shine. But we still have to be balanced because we do have James Cook back there, and we have Devin Singletary. Let them run the freaking ball. And Cook is starting right now to get a little momentum now that he knows the 2 back. Now we have Nyheim Hines. We're going to find out how we put Nyheim Hines in there. So,
right,
we'll see, man. We'll see how Ken Dorsey decides to turn this. I mean, I won't say turn the ship around because it's not like we're in problem. We lost the 2nd game of the year. You know what I'm saying? But we need to stop a little bit of bleeding. Put a Band-Aid on.
Well, here's the thing too. When we play some of these good teams, right? We're going to play the Chiefs in the playoffs. When we play them, if we're pass, and that's all we're doing, they're going to scheme up. What we need to do is we need to run and pack. Because when you run, you force those linebackers, right? Those safeties got to creep up, and then that's when Josh could do what Josh does, right?
1,000%.
Could start lighting them up in the pass game. But when you just pass, that's all you do. Those safeties, they could play a little different, right? The corners could play different. The linebackers kind of have more free range there. And so it's not the right way to play. I also wanted to touch on the defense, man. Matt Milano, Rico. Matt fucking Milano that boy is the glue that holds the whole freaking defense together. Because you look at Tremaine Edmonds. I mean, I love Tremaine Edmonds. I think Tremaine Edmonds I know he gets a lot of hate. Listen, I get it. He's not perfect. I like Tremaine, but I got to see more. I got to see more from Tremaine, because it seems like every time Matt Milano's out, I mean, they even said on live stream, like the stat, we're fucking 70. We win 75% of the games or something like that with Milano. But then when it's just Edmonds, it drops to 55. So we drop 20. We drop around 20 percentage points. And I like Edmonds. He's got a lot of good stuff he does. He's tall. He's quick. He's sideline to sideline. I like what he brings from a leadership and vocal, being more vocal this year. But I just need to see more from – what do you think, Rico? I mean, I need to see a little bit more from Edmonds at that middle linebacker spot.
Everything you said was spot on, because he's been we question every single time that it's Edmonds, and he gets scrutinized heavily. He does get scrutinized heavily, but so, because when we need him to make a play and it's glaring, and you find out, okay, how did that play? Oh, it was Edmonds. Oh my God. And then that's what sticks in our brain. The one play that sticks in my brain was we're playing the Tampa Bay Bucks. He's one-on-one in the hole, needs to make a stop against Leonard Fournette.
Right.
And away he goes, right in the hole. That play still sticks into my mind. Why? Because it's so glaring. It happens, right? But I will say this, though. It's just one of those shitty ass. Everyone has a day when they go to work, they had a shitty day at work. They made a mistake. They forgot to do something. They forgot to press send or something like that. And you're like, dude, this day needs to end. That was the day for the Bills on Sunday. It just needs to end. And it
was the whole team. Yeah.
It was just awful from coaching all the way down to the freaking Tyler Bass missing a field goal, for crying out loud. You feel me? So it's just one of those situations.
And I want to see more from McDermott. I mean, I love McDermott, but I want to see him, I know he's calm, cool, and collected. I get it. It's great. I want to see a little bit more fire from our head coach, our chief. When Josh throws that pick, take him aside, Coach McDermott. Take him aside and talk to him a little bit. I mean, let him know. Don't just I don't know, man. I just want to see a little more from Coach.
You know what? That's a good point. I don't think you will see McDermott chew his ass out like that. I don't think it's his style. And Dorsey's not gonna. He's up in the booth. So right now, it's Josh Allen and his teammates. And I don't know what coach is ballsy enough to say and talk to the $250 million man like that. Now, dude, does he need it? I think he does. With those two bullshit ass passes that he threw, those interceptions, someone needs to chew his ass out and be like, dude, don't forget, this game is on the freaking line and we're in the red zone. We've been shit in the red zone, and you throw a freaking interception like that? Give me a break. But he knew he effed up. He knew he effed up last week. He knew he effed up this week. So now it's a matter of checking himself, looking himself in the mirror, everyone looking themselves in the mirror, and say, okay, let's fucking turn this shit around so we can get back to playing Bills football. But Rocco, I appreciate the phone call, man. Great phone call, by the way. You dropped the stat that I had no idea about. 70% when Milano's in the game, they win. I had no idea. I didn't even hear that part. So thanks for dropping that, because that plays a lot into how potentially, if they pay Edmonds long term.
And Rico, one more thing before I head out. It's just kind of frustrating because we got the team and we got the horses. It's not a problem we got the team. This is a good year. This could be this year. I'm not going to jinx it, but it could be our year. It's just, man, it just seems like injuries are piling up. Now Josh, I mean, it's just frustrating. We got the team. We just need to be more balanced. We need to have a better defensive game plan. We need to fucking get healthy. That's the big issue right now. Yeah.
Big freaking facts, Rocco. Rocco, I appreciate you, boss.
Appreciate it, Rico.
Yes, sir. My man Rocco came with it, man. He's right. Nothing that we haven't been saying. We need to be more balanced. And when you're unbalanced, all it is when we shut down one thing, you're gonna tip over and you're a hot mess. You're a hot freaking mess. Last call of the night goes to my guy Game Tuts TV. What's up, Game Tuts? What's happening, brother?
Oh my god, bro.
Talk to me.
I'm
And now,
just
listen, I'm giving you my last caller of the night. So
Yeah.
it's 10:40 for me, 9:40 for you. I'm giving you 5 minutes of chatter, and then we got to dip. So get
Hey,
it
I
off
gotta-
your chest and get it and mean it, and let's talk about it. Let's go, baby.
I gotta get it off my chest for Zippy Jack and Dara. No, I am just so sick and tired of all of the excess doom and gloom that people give anytime the Bills have a bad game.
Oh, okay, talk about it. I like this angle.
Because if you told me 6 months ago, based on our schedule, looked brutal, right?
Yep.
Maybe you don't think the Jets are going to be as good as they're going to be, but you don't think the Rams are going to be as bad as they are. You think the Ravens are going to be. If I told you we're 6-2, 8 games in, you'd be like, and you look up and down the schedule, and there's like, is there really a team that's better than the Vikings left on our schedule? Really? Like, the Chiefs were, like, in my opinion, the only team that's like definitively better than us, right?
Right.
And so, like, I remember after the bye week, I was thinking about, I was like, we'll probably lose 1 or 2 more games, but honestly, close your eyes and just pick. It's going to happen. They're going to shit the bed. Jacksonville happened last year. And it's like, you get that, it's like almost like whiplash, or you get like your clouded vision, because once you have this bad game, you're like, oh shit, we're not even going to beat the Vikings. Are we going to beat the Bears? Are we going to get swept by the Jets? It's like, no, chill out.
Yeah.
All right. Stop
I'm with you.
shitting on the defense, because what did the Jets have? 300 yards of offense, and the Bills were down Milano, they were down Poyer, of course they're down Hyde, no White, Elam went down. The defense is fine. All right. Also, put some respect on Dorsey's name, first year play caller.
Mm-hmm.
The other, I know in our other loss, I thought he called a great game, and guess what happened? Josh threw it in the dirt to McKenzie on 4th down against Miami, and I mean, they just didn't execute. I mean, I think Ken Dorsey's done a fine job. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to be amazing every game in, game out.
So put it on someone. Then. Put it on someone. If it's not Ken Dorsey, who is it on?
You hate to say it, but I mean, it's Josh. It's Josh.
You.
He had a dog shit game. I mean, It happens. There's no quarterback, though. Look at like every quarterback in every season. Every MVP has got a bad game or two in there.
100%.
And I think he's kind of lost his grasp on the MVP as of now.
Yep.
Just because I think I would probably give it to Mahomes.
100%.
I think people are full of shit with the Tyreek Hill and the Lamar Jackson.
Tyreek Hill's having a freaking monster year, man. Can't dismiss it. If he goes for over 2,000 yards receiving, that's impressive.
I mean, here's my thing, though.
If Diggs was doing it, you were like, yo, Diggs, MVP for Diggs if he was on his way to 2,000 yards.
I don't know if you've been watching the Dolphins lately, but oh my God, Tua, he could have 3,000 yards. Good God, he is hard to watch. But here's what I'll say, all right? And I was thinking about it last year around this time. It was a little bit later in the season.
Yep.
When we were, in danger of losing the division to Mac Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. The Patriots beat us last year. I get it. The Dolphins beat us this year. The fucking Jets somehow, some goddamn way beat us this year. They're 6-3. Like,
they are, man.
You got to give them credit. You got to give credit to their defense too.
Heck yeah.
I mean, they're not a terrible team,
DJ Reed, Sauce Gardner, you got Whitehead, you got Michael Carter at their safety, you got Jermaine Johnson, you got Quinn
Williams. Yep.
You got freaking CJ Mosley. They got a good defense, man.
They do.
Solid defense. They're top 10 defense for a reason.
Week 1, Josh Allen legend. CJ Mosley, what a great game he had. When he came back, was it 16-0 we came back?
Yeah, it was a tough game.
Anyway, all I'm going to say is I still look up and down the AFC East, and I see just an absolute, just the gap in quality of quarterbacks. I mean, come on.
It's large. It is a large gap.
I mean, to say Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill are making Tua. And Zach Wilson's trash. Shout out to him, though. Our defense, we make a living on, Lamar Jackson had his worst game of the season. Patrick Mahomes had his worst game of the season. Matt Stafford had his worst game of the season. Tannehill damn near got benched, probably because of his performances stemming from our game.
Yep.
And of all the quarterbacks, you thought he was probably going to throw like 3 or 4 picks, right? Like he's just a walking interception.
I thought so.
Hats off. I don't know. I think it was a combination of one of our worst games, one of the Jets' best games. I mean, but I'm not trying to read too much into it.
I get it.
That's just my thing.
You know what? I'm not even good.
It hurts me. It hurts me to see some of the shit people are saying. Like, oh, Dorsey's trash, Allen's trash, blah, 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 blah.
Let me tell you something. Johnny Blaze, although Johnny Blaze is a shit talker, I still respect Johnny Blaze because he's been viewing for quite some time now. But he's Andy Blaze. He says he's too nice. Now, this is not just a youth thing.
Realistic, man.
And this is not just a youth thing because it's a Bills thing too, because we don't want to be too harsh on the Bills because it's just one game. And then we look like we're hating. And then the next week they come out and they blow things off. And then those very same fans that are too harsh and be like, you have the fans that are not so harsh and be, see, you guys always overreact and look what's happening. We're in the moment. We live in the moment. And right now you feel as though everybody calm the F down. We lost the game. We'll get back on track. We know that as Bills fans. But we can't just sit here and just say, yeah, we lost and keep going. Because there are some glaring problems.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Because when we lose, the problems they illuminate. They're just right there in your face. So it's one of those situations where you're like, okay, yeah, we lost. We know we can get over it, but like, fam, we can't run the football. They took away Diggs in the second half, and who else stepped up? So then it's like, if it's a copycat league, so if somebody saw that and were able to exploit it, don't you think everybody else is going to try to do that? Then it's going to come down to, what is Ken Dorsey going to do? How are you going to adjust Ken Dorsey?
Think back to Jacksonville, though. Look what they did to us last year. Why didn't the Chiefs do that in the AFC Championship to stop him? It is what it is. But you know what?
You're right.
We're still first in the AFC, by the way, because we're tied with the Chiefs.
We're hanging on to a thread.
Yeah, because we're a half game up on
That's right.
the Jets and the Dolphins because they haven't had their bye weeks yet. One thing I'm going to say, though, whether Josh plays or not, I think I saw it's supposed to be snowing.
Snowing already? Don't say that bad word.
I think it's supposed to be snowing on Sunday. With or without Josh Allen, I think the Bills still beat Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. So I'm just going to say it.
So you believe in Case Keenum?
No, it's just I don't believe in Kirk Cousins. He lost to Cooper Rush last year. He lost to who's Patrick Mahomes' backup before? Matt Moore, I think. He's just he be losing. He lost to Andy Dalton, I think, before too. When he was backing up for the Cowboys. Yeah, it's a superstitious thing, of course. I mean, the Vikings probably should win, but we'll see what happens. It's any given freaking Sunday, man. Colts beat the Chiefs. Enough said.
My man, Game Touch. Listen, man, I appreciate you always. You know that. I gotta get out of here for sure, and we'll definitely catch up. Listen, man, let me just say this, man, before I let you get out of here. Everything you said was pretty much bang on.
Yes, sir.
It's just one game. We will get better. There's a lot of things that we can adjust on. A lot of things you said was true, and a lot of things that people are saying in chat are true as well. This was just a game that we chalk up as a bad game. So
I predicted 12-5. 12-5 in the division crown. That was my prediction preseason. So
it's just doing. You know what it is? It's that we're so spoiled with how the Bills have been playing and lighting teams up. We expect it all the time, and when we don't do it, it's like fuck. We are terrible. We're this and that, and it just looks bad. We just gotta.
Could also be
take it in.
Could also be seeing red from last year. All these goddamn close losses that we had last year. So many one-score losses last year.
2-7. Josh Allen is 2-7 when the game is within 3 scores or a score. 2-7. Close
we had
game.
a couple big ones this year, though.
Yep, but
Chiefs,
overall,
Ravens.
Since 2021, we're 2-7.
Ask yourself this though, real quick. One last thing.
Yeah.
If you had to go 2-2 against the Ravens, the Chiefs, Jets, and Dolphins, you had to lose 2, and they're all within 3 or 4 points. You would have beaten the Ravens and Chiefs. You would have taken that, right? Let's get that square.
For sure.
Exactly.
You got to.
So it is what it is. Shout out the Eagles, though. They're undefeated, even though they have a Mickey Mouse schedule. They're proving that they don't shit the bed like we do against lesser teams. So
yeah, that is facts.
As much shit as I talk to the Eagles fans because their schedule is outrageous.
It becomes what it is, man. But
it is what it is. They're gonna lose at some point here in the next couple weeks, though. Mark my words.
We'll see how that plays out, man. But other than that, man, listen, great night. Thanks for the call. Always love it.
Absolutely.
Tuesday nights, I don't normally take calls, but I took it today because I just felt some people needed to get shit off their chest. Appreciate you, man.
I can never make Friday
tonight. Say what's up to my people for me, and we'll catch you on the flip side, my G.
Yes, sir. You take care, bro. You're my favorite.
Man. Yes, sir. That's my guy. Game Tuts, been calling for years now. So, folks, let me get out of here real quick, and let me just say this, man. We lost the game. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? But when we're up, we're up. And when we up, we fucking talk our big shit. So when we lose, we gotta take the shit too, man. We gotta get poured on. We're gonna get fucking, everybody's gonna be talking shit on us. It is what it is, man. But we go as far as Josh Allen goes. At the end of the day, we all know it. We go as far as he goes, but we've got to be able to rein that man in and you know what I'm saying, call a more balanced game. That's where Ken Dorsey comes in. Call a more balanced game and trust the run game. Trust it. You brought in Roger Saffold for a reason, so we can maul in. Maybe Spencer Brown returns next game, and we can really establish ourselves in the run. I think it's necessary, but here we are, man. 6-2. It's not like we're 3-3. We're not 3-5. You know what I'm saying? We're 6-2. So we just gotta get our shit together, get back on track. You know, this defense is always gonna be playing lights out. And it's matchup. Sometimes it's about matchups, man. And we didn't match up well. Jets is a team that built their team specifically for the Bills. Robert Saleh remembers us from when we went to the 49ers and took his team down. And Robert Saleh remembers us last year when we beat his team twice. So he's aware, and he's paid to coach to beat this team and trying to win the division. It's that simple. The Jets are 6-3. The Miami Dolphins, I think, are 6-3. They're on a 3-game win streak right now, I believe. Let me get that right. Yeah. So Buffalo 6-2, Miami 6-3, Jets are 6-3, and New England's 5-4. Every one of these teams in the AFC East are built to take us down. So what did we expect? The same way that we built our team to take down Pat Mahomes, and we beat him twice the last 2 years in the regular season. We still haven't made it happen where it really counts. This is the way the league is made. We've got to beat the teams that have been giving us problems. The Chiefs have been a team that gives us problems. So we built our team for that. What do? We go get Von Miller. We go get a corner. We reinforce his defense because we know we have the offensive side of the ball, but we reinforce his defense to stop Pat Mahomes. What do you think the Jets are doing? What do you think Miami's doing? What do you think New England and Bill Belichick are going to do? We got to step our game up and know that this is happening. We are going to get everyone's best. That's it. We are now the hunted. We got to get used to it. Just like Tom Brady for years and years and years knew that they were going to get everyone's best. So that's why you respect a guy like that, because he just made it happen. Josh Allen has the talent to make it happen. He just got to trust everybody else around him. That's just what it is. Anyway, that's my time, folks. Much appreciated. You guys have a great night. I got to get my stuff together and get ready for work. So, folks, let me tell you this, man.
Buffalo Fanatics.
We have a grand opportunity to turn things around and just get that ugly taste, just that nasty taste out of our mouth, because we lost to a division foe. Nobody likes that. It sucks. We just got to turn it around, get a W back in the column, and then we keep it pushing. Winning cures a lot. You know what I'm saying? When we lose, it's the worst. You guys already know what it is, man. Get back in the win column. Make us feel a little better. We go 7-2 and we keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, that's it. That's my time. Johnny Blaze, I still got love for you, man. You talk big shit, but I still got love for you, man. But it is what it is, man. Keep me on my toes, baby. So, that being said, you guys have a great night. You guys already know my motto, man. Do somebody else a favor. Say something nice to somebody, man. Do something nice for somebody. It makes all the difference. So, that being said, man, you guys have a great night. We'll catch you on the flip side. It's your boy, and I'm gone. Have a good one. Peace.
Number 17, the captain. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. I'm a Buffalo fanatic.